Assalamu alaikum students. This is lecture number 4 of probability theory and we will study about permutations in this lecture. So first of all, see what is a permutation, what is meant by permutations. Let's see the example of permutation. A permutation is any ordered subset from a set of n distinct objects. Here n distinct object means the objects under study should be unique, should be different from each other. For example, if we have the set AB, now what is the set AB? Set AB is the set of two distinct elements A and B. Then one permutation is AB and the other permutation is BA. The number of permutations of R objects selected in a definite order, this sentence selected in a definite order is really important while studying permutations because order of the objects matters a lot in permutations. The number of permutations of R objects selected in a definite order from n distinct objects is denoted by NPR and is given by NPR is equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on to n minus r plus 1. So NPR, number of permutations of R objects selected from the set of n distinct objects is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial, and we can write in general form n factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on to 1 factorial. So 7 factorial, what will be 7 factorial? 7 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 5 and so on to 1. 6 factorial will be 6 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. The two important results to be remembered, the two important points to be noted here are 1 factorial is always equal to 1 and 0 factorial always equal to 1. 1 factorial is equal to 1 and 0 factorial is equal to 1 as well. So we have studied the definition of permutations. Now let's see an example about permutation to understand it in a well way. A club consists of 4 members. There is a club consisting of 4 members. We have understood this. How many ways are there of selecting 3 officers? We have to select 3 officers for the club consisting of 4 members. The officers are president, secretary, and treasurer. It is evident that the order in which 3 officers are to be chosen is of significance. We know that the order of selecting the officers is important because the 3 posts are of significance order. On the number 1, there should be president, then secretary, and then treasurer. So order is important here. We can use permutations for this question. Thus, there are 4 choices for the first office. To select the first officer, we have 4 choices. 3 choices for the second office and 2 choices for the third office. Hence, the total number of ways in which the 3 offices can be filled is 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2. That is equal to 24. The same result is obtained by applying the rules of permutation. The club is consisting of 4 members and we have to select the 3 officers, and order of selecting the 3 officers is important as well. So we can use the formula of permutation here because order is of much significance in permutations. 4p3 because there are 4 members and we have to select the 3 officers. 4p3 is equal to 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 3 factorial according to the formula of permutation. The answer will be 24. And after studying this example, an important result we have obtained. If r is equal to npr is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. So if r is equal to n minus 1, here instead of r, write n minus 1. np n minus 1 is n factorial. Just like 4p3 is 4p 4 minus 1 is equal to 4 factorial, because in the denominator we have 4 minus 3, that is equal to 1, and 1 factorial is equal to 1. So 4p3 is equal to 4 factorial, and p and minus 1 is equal to n factorial. This is an important result. Now let's see another example. Suppose that there are three persons. We have three persons. The first person is A, the second person is B, and say third person is D, and that they wish to have a photograph taken. The total number of ways in which they can be seated on three chairs. There are three chairs on which the three persons have to be seated. So we have to tell in how many ways the three persons can be seated on three seats. The number of ways is 3p3, that is equal to 3 factorial, that is equal to 6. The number of ways are ABD, ADB, BAD, BDA, DAB, and DBA. The above discussion pertain to the case when all the objects under consideration are distinct objects. Now we know that if we are studying the objects and distinct objects, the objects are unique and objects are different from one another, then we will use the formula NPR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. But what we will do if the objects are not distinct? In the next example, we will learn if we have the objects under study that are not distinct, then we will use a modified form of the same formula. Then P is equal to, if the objects are not distinct, then we have P is equal to n factorial divided by n1 factorial, n2 factorial, and so on to nk factorial. If some of the objects are not distinct, the formula of permutations modifies as given below. The number of permutations of n objects selected all at a time when n objects consist of n1 of one kind, n2 of a second kind, nk of kth kind, then we will use this formula. From the previous example, from this example, we have learned an important result as well. Before going further, before going to the next example, just see this. Let's see this result which we have obtained from this example. 3p3 is equal to 3 factorial is equal to 6. We have obtained an important result, np n. We have to tell the number of permutations of n objects selected from n distinct objects. If r is equal to n, np n is equal to n factorial. Because according to formula, npr is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Here n is equal to r. So what we will have, n factorial divided by n minus n factorial. And n minus n factorial, 0 factorial, we know 0 factorial is equal to 1. So npn is equal to n factorial. This is an important result. npn is equal to n factorial, and np n minus 1 is equal to n factorial. Now let's see the example. Next example, in which the objects under study are not distinct. And because the objects are not distinct, we will use another formula, the modified form of the previous formula for the permutations. How many different meaningless words can be formed from the word committee? There is a word committee, and the word committee is consisting of the alphabet C, O, M, I, T, and E. How many different meaningless words can be formed from the word committee? By using the alphabets of the words committee, how many meaningless words we can form? In this example, n is equal to 9. There are 9 words in the word committee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here n1 is equal to 1. Because There is one C in the word committee. There is one O in the word committee. There are two M's in the word committee. There is one I in the word committee. There are two T's in the word committee, and there are two E's in the word committee. Then n is equal to 9, and 1 is equal to 1, and 2 is equal to 1, and 3 is equal to 2, and 4 is equal to 1, and 5 is equal to 2, and n6 is equal to 2. Hence, the total number of meaningless words, total number of permutation is equal to p is equal to n factorial divided by n1 factorial, n2 factorial, and so on to nk factorial. Here we have n is equal to 9. Just put the values of n, n1, n2, and nk. Here k is equal to 6. Just put the values in the formula and we will get the number of permutations 45,360. We will get number of permutations 45,360. So 45,360 meaningless words can be formed by using the alphabets of the word committee. And why we have used this formula? Because there are the elements and elements are not distinct. The one element is of one kind and other element of the word committee is of another kind. So we have used the modified form of the formula of permutation. I hope you have understood what is permutation and the formula of permutation, and we have studied two important results as well. npn is equal to n factorial and npn minus 1 is equal to n factorial. I hope you have understood what is permutations. Inshallah, in the next lecture, we will study about combination. We will study what is combination. In permutations, the order of the objects matters, and in combinations, the order doesn't matter. Inshallah, we will learn it about combination in next lecture. So like and subscribe this channel to learn mathematics, to learn probability. Take care of yourselves, and Allah Hafiz.